I love that Forest River Wildwood, especially with in the back bunk room, the entertainment center there. So it's all sectioned off. Again, like the separation's a big thing for us now that we have kids.
Yeah, I kind of wish we had that one because with the kids back there, oh man, that'd just be so nice.
Yeah, super nice. And guys, there's a lot of different models. If you have questions, if it'll fit your lifestyle or what might be best for your needs with the party you're traveling with, again, just a reminder, text RV to 46642. We got RV specialists waiting to answer any questions to help you find out what might be the best model for you and your travels.
Yeah, and we actually really excited about this next segment. We are doing travel trailer toy haulers, which we have a fifth wheel toy hauler, and it has been amazing. So we're really excited about this next segment. We are going into the Keystone Outback. Oh man, that side deck and that front bunk, so excited. Let's go ahead and check that out right now.
With a slide-out king bed and a front-loading toy hauler, the Outback 240 URS is a very unique floor plan, folks. This one comes in at 28 foot 3 inches, right around 5,200 pounds dry. And again, it's very unique, right? It's something you don't normally see. It's in a line that doesn't have a lot of toy haulers to begin with, the Outback Ultralight. But the ones they have are very cool. And this is one of them, and I really wanted to show it. And so here we are. So starting off, like I said, you have a slide-out king bed right up here. This is your sleeping space. The neat thing about this is when you close it up, it gives you a lot smaller footprint, which is great when you're traveling, right? Pulling into certain places. If you don't want to push this out, you don't have to, but you can, and it gives you that extra space. And you will see that you have the cabinets up top there for some extra storage, light, windows all the way around. Just a really cool, unique system. Again, something you'll see in like some hybrids, but you never see it in a toy hauler. So you have that, and then right down next to it is your jackknife sofa. This, of course, folds down into a small little sleeping space, but you know, it's a great seating area. And I love the fact that it's right across from the dinette. So, you know, if you have some guests, you know, you can sit here, you can have excellent conversation here in the dinette, there on the sofa, you know, just kind of carrying on, or even if it's just two of you, right? You know, you can have someone here in the dinette and on the sofa, and you're still good. Plus, the TV, you have a great viewing angle right up there to the TV. You can see it's kind of on an angle. They mounted it that way intentionally. So that way, whether you're here in the dinette, you're sitting in the sofa, or you're laying in bed, any of these spots, you still have a great shot to that TV. So as far as the design itself, even though it's unique, I think that they did an awesome job. You'll also, of course, notice that the dinette has a window. And if you've seen me, you've watched me before, you know that I love this because this is the site that I want. Not necessarily out to another RV, but, you know, if we were out actually camping or in the woods or whatever, you know, if we're at a campsite, I get to see my campsite, which I really enjoy. If we're, you know, out in the woods, I get to see nature right here. I get to enjoy that, you know, the beautiful, gorgeous landscape, or maybe it's a big lake or the ocean front. I get to see it here while I'm sipping on my morning coffee, you know, having my breakfast. And that is one of the many, many reasons I love camping, is because, you know, you get to see those views. And if it's cold out, maybe you're doing a little bit of, you know, cold weather camping. Maybe you're camping late in the fall. You want to do a color tour. I can sit here all bundled up in, you know, my Snuggie, sipping on some hot cocoa, enjoying all the colors that I am able to see. Now, when I stand up, folks, I'm 6 foot tall. You'll see I have plenty of headspace, and that's thanks to this big barreled ceiling that they use here in the Outback Ultralight. Something else you will notice is these, and maybe you won't, but that's why I'm here to tell you about it, is these, the different covers on the vents. And that's because this is actually a different vent system that Keystone brought out. They kind of did it under the radar. There hasn't been too much buzz about it. But it is awesome. This is the Blade system. And with the Blade AC system, it is more powerful and quieter than the standard AC. They do some proprietary things with the ductwork and with the covers right here. And I forget exactly what the numbers are, but I'm telling you, it is insane. Like, these are almost as quiet as like the Whisper Quiet AC that you see in the Montanas. Plus, the power they push through them, the way they design it, is phenomenal. So what that gives you is a quieter AC plus a more efficient and quicker cooling AC, which is awesome, especially in a smaller unit like this. Wonderful, wonderful thing to have. Now, as we start to move toward the front, because of course we're at the back of the RV here, nice big pantry. If you take a look at that, excellent pantry space. You have the shelf, and maybe you don't use this as pantry. Maybe you use it for clothes because, you know, you don't have a ton of space up there. And if you don't want to go to the garage to get your clothes, you put them right in here, right? good clothing space, good pantry space, whatever you want to use it for. You have the 12-volt compressor-driven refrigerator right there. So a little bit of solar, a couple batteries, and this bad boy is good to go. She's running strong. Right over across the way is the rest of our kitchen. So as far as countertop, you get some prep space right there, which is great. High-rise pull-out faucet. So, you know, nice feature to have, especially for this price point. You will see that the sink top cover, you know, this is a drying rack, kind of rolls over to the side just like so. You have the undermount, or not undermount, sorry, well, you do have the undermount sink, but you have, what I was going to say is the recessed cooktop here with the glass cover. That gives you more prep space. Your knobs light up if you're into that. Oven underneath, some more storage right there. Plus, take a look at this, folks, underneath the sink. If you know me, you know I love that. Right there is a trash can, and you have enough room for a bigger trash can if you want a bigger one in there. Drawers all down right there. More storage up here, microwave, hood. Over to the side is the bathroom. Excuse me, I do like the doors that they put on. Here, I'll have you swing around, see if we can't take a peek in the bathroom. There we go. So just to kind of give you an idea of space, I'll walk in here, open this up. Got the mirrored medicine cabinet. I got plenty of room here. Porcelain bowl, which makes it super easy to clean. As far as the space itself, for my legs, I got more than enough. For my shoulders, it's a little tight, right? You know, I mean, I'm a decent-sized guy. I weigh 220, 6 foot tall. You know, I do rub a little bit, but as you can see, you know, even if the door's shut, you know, I still have pretty decent space there as long as you throw your arm up on the sink. Good to go. Good countertop space, too. You can see that goes all the way over. As far as shower, now they put a skylight in here. I'm glad they did. I'm 6 foot tall. I can probably be slightly taller. You know, maybe 6'1". I think 6'2". You'd probably be a little bit too tall. But 6'1", you should be good in here. You won't have to duck down. You know, nice, easy to use hand wand there, too. And then, you know, as we head out, we'll take a look at the garage. And as I mentioned, this is a front garage. So we'll walk right up here and take a look at this. Now there's a couple of things when it comes to front garages, right? And it's kind of a give and take. So you're able to get really cool floor plans like we have back there, where like you have a slide out bed. And so that's what gives you, you know, allows you this front garage space. And you can get really creative with it. Now, one of the things about the front garage, kind of one of the negatives, and the reason it's not quite as popular overall, I would say, is because it does add to your tongue weight more, right? When you're talking about, you know, weight distribution, if you're towing with a little bit lighter vehicle, and this one, you know, like I said, it's right around 5,200 pounds dry, so maybe you just have a big SUV that you're towing with. So if you have a bunch of toys and stuff up here, you know, like whether it's quads or motorcycles or whatever it may be, that weight will affect your tongue weight a little bit more. So just bear that in mind. And that's, again, that's one of those things here at Camping World we know, folks. You know, if you're looking for some advice on toy haulers, what works for you, maybe, you know, you like the idea of a toy hauler, but you want something else, that's great. We're here. All you have to do is text FRESH to 46642, and we'll be able to help you out with the over 100,000 pieces of inventory we have on the lot and coming in stock. And trust me, even I know that's a ton of inventory, but I'm telling you, a lot of it's going to be gone. So you'd certainly want to jump on it now. If you are an experienced RVer, you know that, which is why you've been in the stores, you know, getting the jump on it, right, before the crowd hits. If you take a look up front, you also see there's a bunk up here, which is cool. So 150-pound bunk right there. You know, nothing huge, right? It's not a big bunk, but it's perfect for a kiddo. You know, you got a little one that wants to jump up here, awesome. I know my 5-year-old, she loves nothing more than bunk beds. This is a crazy story. I took her to Great Wolf Lodge, and this was, you know, some time ago. But we went up there, and we were super excited. She's 4.5 roughly at the time. And, you know, after we were all done, we spent 3 nights there, and I said, honey, you know, what was your favorite part about Great Wolf Lodge? You know what she told me? The bunk beds. Like, really? All that? It's all I had to do? Just gotta do some bunk bed action? But, you know, it was cool. You know, she's happy, and that's the thing about kiddos, though. You know, you got the top bunk, got the bottom bunk. Kids love it. You'll see storage space right here. So I talked about having clothes, right? This is where you can house them right there. You got plenty of space for your clothes up there, more down below. But as I said, if you don't want them in the garage, you can have them other places. Side-loading ramp door right here. You have some feet, so you can fold that all the way out. 1,000-pound capacity right in here as well. D-rings all the way around. This one is really designed either for like an office space, for extra sleeping space, or because the door there, obviously, for like motorcycles. That really is what the 240 is all about. You can drive up a motorcycle or 2 in there. You're good to go. It's perfect for, you know, really just going everywhere you want to go. and you know, in style and in luxury. You know, and this is Outback is no joke. Like, they make some really nice RVs. You know, the ultralight here. Again, you can pick this one up starting at $30,000 and $30,065, or $7.20 a day. That's very reasonable for what you're getting. Power tongue jack right here, so this makes it a lot easier to hook up and disconnect from your tow vehicle. You got your propane tanks there, 3/4 front cap. Now, if you like some of the amenities you saw in the Outback, but maybe you just want something a little bit nicer, what I want to show you guys is not the ultralight, but take a look right over here. Outback itself, this is the Outback line, they make toy haulers as well, right? The ultralight's a little bit lighter weight. The Outback here is a step up into luxury. You'll get the full front cap. You know, you get auto level. This is an auto level system. You know, so if you like some of the amenities, but you're like, you know what, I just want my toy hauler just one step up, and you maybe want something a little bit bigger, they're available in the Keystone Outback line. We can help you out with that. Again, all you have to do is text the word fresh. Now, if this is the one for you, you love this one, that's where you're going to text the word RV. Right, to that same number, that 46642. We'll be able to hook you up, help you out. You see you have some storage right there, power stabilizer jack, so power tongue jack, power stabilizer jacks, power awning, trying to make life nice and easy on you. As we make our way back, I want to talk about one other thing. Let's say you've been out shopping, right? You see something, you've seen it on this show, maybe you've seen it on the lot, and you're like, I love this. You know, I feel like I got a good price. Let me tell you a little something. Folks, here at Camping World, we will not be beat. If you have another deal that you have going, all you have to do is text the word BEAT, B-E-A-T, to that 46642. You can upload the deal right there, and we will beat that deal, or we'll give you $1,000 cash. So here's the thing. If you're watching this and you just, you know, and you're working with something right now, you have this deal, it's pending, why wouldn't you, right? Just text BEAT, send it in. Worst case scenario, you still get it from our competitor, and you have $1,000 in your pocket to play. Why wouldn't you do it? It just makes sense. Best case scenario, we save you a whole bunch of money. So here you go, folks. So this is the main entrance. You know, you have the grab handle, the steps going up. You see that front loading ramp. If you want a TV outside, you can have that too. You have the power awning on here, so that's above the TV. All your hookups, outside shower, rocking and rolling, ready to go. Folks, there's a lot of different toy haulers out there. There's some lightweight ones, right? You know, we've gone over this one here, a couple in this segment, a couple of bigger ones. You can get into fifth wheels, just huge variation. Let us help you out. Like I said, folks, all you have to do is text that word fresh. We'll help you out. Maybe you're a phone person. I'm a phone person. You can call 877-297-8725, and we'll have a specialist be able to talk to you. Or if you're in the area, come on out to a dealership, folks. Maybe you can hit us up for the national tour. I always say I'm a pretty friendly guy. You know, I'm going to be safe. I'll be wearing my mask, but, you know, I'll bump elbows with you. I'll take pictures with you. We can hang out. You know, I'll shoot the breeze with you for a little bit. Come on by. We'll make sure you're safe. Hand sanitizer ready. Lots of stuff in store.
Demand for RVs is at historic levels, which is why we are working around the clock to bring you over 80,000 factory fresh RVs. That's the largest selection of RVs in the world. Fresh from the factory to our stores to your driveway or campsite. RVs are made by Americans for Americans. And now you can see America for less. Shop over 80,000 factory fresh RVs starting at just $5 a day. Click, call, or visit your local Camping World or Gander RV and Outdoors today.
Ultimate RV Show National Tour. This segment all about the stabilization. What's up, guys? Got Nelly, Tiff, Caleb. Okay, you guys live the RV life. How important is it that your unit be level and stable?
Well, you don't want to sleep with your head down.
Right.
Gotta be asking for a massive headache when you wake up. So
Sure.
I tell people you need two things in life if you want to be successful at RV.
Okay.
One, you got to get yourself a partner.
Okay.
That'll be there to
Right.
stabilize you.
Okay.
Oh.
Sure, okay. Bring you back
And
to
then you
center.
gotta
Yeah.
also get yourself a good set of blocks to
Yes.
lift you up when you're down.
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
You know what? As punny as that is, it works because he's absolutely right.
It's true.
It's absolutely right.
Nothing worse than sleeping with your head down
Yeah.
or your head up, and blankets are falling off.
And you know, not every campground is going to be level. Not everyone's going to be, you know, completely flat. And you know, Tiff, you know better than anybody. You know, when you're talking about stabilization and leveling out, there's an order.
Absolutely. There's definitely an order, and you want to use your leveling blocks and anything that's going to keep you actually level first, because the stabilizers aren't actually meant to hold the weight and level your rig.
Right.
They're there to really just stabilize your rig so you're not swaying left and right,
Right.
or front and backwards. So definitely the blocks, huge fan. We talk about it all the time. They're super easy to use. And we love it.
Well, what you said earlier, for a hot minute there, people confuse jacks and stabilizers.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's a big
Mhm.
difference.
Yeah, and so I actually confused that. I was confused for a while too. So there
I
is
do it
a
during the reviews
difference.
sometimes too. I do it during reviews. I'm like, oh, you got your leveling jacks right there. No, it's stabilizer jacks.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I love that there's so many different options. We got the blocks, we got the ones that are right under the rig, we got ones that help the tires not shift, and then you got one right under the hitch, which you said was the weakest part of the fifth wheel, right?
for a fifth wheel, you know, if you're going to be setting up for a long time, having one of these, I think, is imperative because that's where most of the weight's going to be, especially when you're sleeping at night. So having something like this is really going to help with
And
that
that's
stability.
just a tripod that goes.
It hooks right under the fifth wheel hitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really
Awesome.
neat.
Yeah, so there's tons of options from, you know, being able to organize and stack and move around to match the terrain and what you need to get level and stable, to having something sturdy, to having something that's not ratchet but can ratchet.
Oh, you guys right now.
Hey-oh, I got you with the punnies right
All
there.
of y'all been practicing that this morning.
So if you want to find out more about any RV stabilization, just text CAMP to 46642 or drop us a comment down below. CAMP. Now, as the Ultimate RV Show National Tour continues, I'm so glad to see my buddy Ian.
Yes.
We're able to do this together, and he's got a Geo Pro coming up here after commercial that I think you're going to love with the Ultimate RV Show National Tour.
Travel with peace of mind. Good Sam Roadside Assistance covers your cars, RVs, motorcycles, and all eligible family members. Unlike the competition, we offer unlimited distance towing, free roadside tire delivery, and coverage in all of North America. It's no wonder top consumer reviews ranked us #1. With plans as low as $5.50 a month, you can't afford to get stuck without it.
Coming in at 20 foot and right around 3,400 pounds dry is all, with a 1,500 pound carrying capacity, is the 2021 Geo Pro 19TH. Folks, I love this little toy hauler. If you're looking for something that's lighter weight, you know, a little bit shorter, easy to tow, maybe you're using it for a hunting cabin, right, or you know, home base. You want enough room for a quad? This is it. You can pull it in, pull it out when you get there. You have great seating. You know, maybe you're using it for a couple motorcycles and you just need something for home base. This, again, is an excellent option. You have sleeping right here in the form of 2 jackknife sofas. You can drop both of those down right there. Got yourself an excellent bed. And as far as seating space, take a look at this. I can easily fit 3 to 4 people on each side. So again, you know, you want a place to sit down, hang out, play games. You have the table right here. Everyone can eat a meal. You know, and then when you're done, or when you're ready to load back up, you just fold the sofas up, move the table out of the way, pull your bikes, pull your quad back in. You have D-rings all the way around. You're good to go. You can see here now, you know, we're backed up to the road. It's a little loud, but as you can see, you can really enjoy the beautiful view here out the back. The screen, you know, is nice and easy to take off. You want to take that off, but you also have a zipper right in the center, so you can just unzip it and walk right out, walk in. Nice and easy to use. The beaver tail there just flips right up. But I personally love this, right? Have the door open with the screen. You have this screen here. Bugs aren't coming in, and you are sitting here really just loving nature. I think this is just way too cool. As far as, you know, the rest of the functionality, of course, just like a normal toy hauler, you have your vents. So, you know, if you fire anything up in here, you can vent it out, especially in a smaller one like this. It's especially important because, you know, you'll be sleeping in this garage area, but because it is a little bit smaller, it'll vent out super quickly. And again, folks, the weight, as I said, dry, this thing's only about 3,400 pounds. So even if you can, you know, tow like 5,000 pounds, depending on what you put in here, you can still haul this one around, which is pretty fantastic. You know, if you, that's some of those like mid-size SUVs, like a Kia Sorento, when properly equipped, can tow 5,000 pounds. Pretty darn cool. Taking a look up top, beautiful woodwork. You know, it's a lot lighter than what we see in a lot of toy haulers. A lot of times they use a darker wood. I personally like that it's lightened up. You have the brushed nickel pulls. Because it is Rockwood, right? You get those nice features, like your, you know, like the shades right here. You know, I love having roller shades over pleated. You can see that, you know, they're a little bit lighter color too, which not only go with the woodwork, but also, you know, when you close it up, especially in a smaller camper like this, if these were to be black, it would get really dark in here. You know, if you have dark cabinetry, you have the blackout shades, all of a sudden it's dark, and they knew that. So they went lighter cabinets. They went with, you know, your lighter roller shades, they went with lighter furniture, a little bit lighter flooring, still all easy to clean, but it makes it feel bigger. You have the barreled ceiling, again, giving you that extra space. It's well lit. You have 2 rows of lights in a camper this size. Folks, most manufacturers would run 1 row down the center and call it good, but not in a Rockwood, not in a Geo Pro. They put in 2 rows of lights, make sure everything was nice and bright in here. So I definitely, you know, give them a tip of the hat for that. I think they did an excellent job. As we make our way through, and again, you know, you can move the table if you want to take this outside so you can get, you know, in and out from the ramp easier. You can do that. You can fold it up and slide it underneath the, you know, one of the sofas. That works too. You can see right here, this one does come with a griddle right there. You can take that outside. So, you know, if you want to hook it up outside, do some cooking, comes with it. Super simple and easy. Something else that I love is this right here, folks. This one comes with a roof-mounted AC, 13.5 kBTU. You want to talk about cooling it off in a hurry? This AC in an RV this size it'll freeze you out if you keep it up too high. That is a big AC unit for this camper. TV here, you know, if you want to watch some TV, good to go. Multimedia center right there. This one does have the Wi-Fi Ranger as well. So you get that Wi-Fi booster on there so that, you know, if you need to stay connected, you have the capability to do it. Refrigerator. This one does run off of both propane and electric, and it has automatic switchover, which is pretty awesome for being a fridge this size. Plus, you get this guy right here, the drop-down freezer compartment. So if you need to freeze anything, you have the ability to do that as well. Now, moving up front, and again, you can see this, I said, this one's a little bit shorter. So your main sleeping area, as we talked about, will be the garage. But in this one, you still get a full-service kitchen as well as the bathroom. So for the kitchen itself, look at this prep space you get. You get a ton of prep space here, as well as, you know, a good space right over here for like a coffee maker, blender, whatever else you want to set there. And the reason I love that is because, again, in something this size, you don't expect it. Now, part of that is because they give you a single bowl sink. You know, if to go with a double bowl, you know, it would have been a little bit, you know, like not longer, I guess. I don't know what you call it, depth, a little deeper. I don't know, that's sink depth. I don't know. Either way, you just don't have a lot of countertop space here, so they went with the single. But if you take a look over on this side, look at this. They still give you a huge recessed 3-burner cooktop, right? So you still get plenty of space. You get that full 3-burner. You have the big cover on here, so you can use this as prep space as well if you want to. You have storage right up top as well as here. So, you know, you have pretty decent storage in a relatively small kitchen. Plus, you have plenty underneath, as you can see, and a convection microwave oven. So, you know, you want to microwave a burrito or something, you can do it. You want the oven, boom, there you go. That is a convection oven. Cooks nice and quick, easy to clean, the whole 9. Now, as I talked about with the coffee maker, with that in the corner, you can see this. That is your power tower. This does drop down. There's a little red button. You can push that, and it drops down whoop, just like that. But when you want it, boom, pop up, pull it up. Now you can plug everything in. You have USB ports on there. You have your standard 120 volt. You can plug it in. You're rocking and rolling. LED lights here in the kitchen as well. Again, you know what? I think, yeah, say we're missing one. There we go. Even though it's a smaller space, it's so well lit. They did a great job helping to, you know, give that feeling of being larger. Something else I really like, I know this is super minor, but I love when manufacturers do little touches like this, right? A bottle opener, they know me. I want to be able to pop a bottle open nice and easy. Boom, there we go. You'll also see right here, you have your solar controller built in. they expect you to take this out, you know, in the wilderness, out in the woods. And when you go outside, you'll see, you know, it has big lug tires on there. They want you to be able to get out, and so that's why they have the solar power on there, so that you're able to trickle charge those batteries when you are out and about. If we take a look at the bathroom, you know, I'll show you some bathroom space. A couple things in here too. So you have mirrored medicine cabinet, plenty of storage in there. Right down below, big countertop. I love how much the countertop extends. Plus you have storage with the nets, of course your toilet. You know, a little bit more up here, spot for some toothbrushes, an electric outlet for, you know, hair dryer, curling iron. I have a powered toothbrush, so I need to charge that. You know, same thing with the razor. You know, I have a beard trimmer, so I have to plug that in. Take a look at the fan, folks. You know, you want to talk about nicer things that they put in here. You know, this is a Rockwood Geo Pro. So they put in nice things like this big fan right here so that, you know, when you're done showering, it gets the moisture out real quick. Or, you know, if you have a buddy that comes over and he ate some of those microwave burritos we were talking about, you want to get that smell out, right? So that's what that fan will help with. All right, hold on. Got some things caught. There we go. Stepping into the tub shower. As far as height, you know, I'm 6 foot. You can see I do need the skylight, right? It's a little tight without it. I'm kind of bumping my head here. But with it, I am able to stand up. If you're much taller, if you're 6'1", you're probably going to be touching the top. You're any taller than that, you'll have to duck down. But again, for something this size, that's really good. Now, you're not going to be able to see it because it's a little tight. Maybe you can. But there's a little blue elbow right here. Okay, and that is the shower miser system. And what that essentially is they're trying to, because they know you're going to be out in the wilderness, they're trying to make sure that you get to save as much fresh water as possible. So what happens is there's a little lever right here, and in one mode, it just recirculates that fresh water. So it takes it and puts it right back in the tank, running through the water heater. And so that allows you to not waste fresh water as well as not fill up your gray tanks. And once it gets hot, that blue elbow turns white. You can flip it and then boom, you have hot water. Otherwise, you're sitting here, you know, just letting water run out until it gets hot, and that can take up some time, right? You know, we're just sitting here, and you know, all of a sudden you've used, you know, a few gallons of fresh water. You put a few gallons in your gray tank. You don't want to do that. Not when you're out in the middle of nowhere. You don't want to have to go back just because you ran out of fresh water. So that shower miser gives you the ability to stay out a little bit longer. As we come outside, let's see, where do I want to start on this one? You know what, we'll start right here, and then we'll make our way around. So, a couple of things, you know, again, we talk about great features. Right here is one of them. You have frameless windows. That is an awesome feature to have because, one, they look a heck of a lot nicer. Two, the seals are tucked behind the window, helping to protect from any sun or anything that's beating down on it. So, you know, those seals are going to be better protected. And if it's raining, you can actually pop these open and you'll get some airflow. So, you know, maybe you want the ramp down and you can have the screen. If it's not raining too hard, open these guys up. You have some awesome airflow running through there. This is where that griddle hooks up. You can pop it right up on there. The propane quick connect is underneath. You also have electric hookup if you need to hook anything up there. Big power awning with an LED strip so that, you know, if you want to, you know, roll the awning out, you can have the LEDs on, have a little party right out here, right? Why keep it inside? Maybe, you know, you're going out in the middle of nowhere. Enjoy it. That's what it's all about. And speaking of getting out in the middle of nowhere, you have big, rugged 15-inch tires. You can see you have big lugs on there, so they're able to, you know, hit some 2 tracks, rocking and rolling. Aluminum alloy wheels, which are gorgeous, going to stay pretty. They're not going to rust on you. You'll also see that you have your tire pressure sensor on there, so that way you're able to monitor and make sure that, you know, because you'll be hitting some bumps, rocks, other things, if your tires start to get low, you want to know that. So you can take the air compressor that you have with you in your garage, right? Bring it out, fill up your tires, good to go. You also see the steps right here. Upgraded steps, more ride step above step system, folds right in, super simple and easy to use. You can see we're in rocks, and look at this. It's still super stable, folks. I'm running about 220 right now. Can hop up and down in those things. They don't even flex. Aluminum treads on there too. More solar. If you want solar there, you can plug it in. Now, there's a panel up on the roof, which is why we have the solar controller, or prepped rather, but you can put one right there too. Coming around to this side, you know, propane right up front, 3/4 front cap here. Let's come around and hit this side real quick. Want to hit a couple things before we take off. The main one being this, and that is your main storage compartment, which is located right there. And then all of your hookups will basically be right here on the off-door side. We saw the big ramp on the back, of course, where you will load your toys up and lower or take them back out. And folks, again, this is a 2021 Rockwood Geo Pro 19TH. It's a nice, short, lightweight toy hauler. If you love this one, you'll want to text RV to 46642 because you can pick this one up for as little as $6.47 a day. If you want something bigger, that's great. We have a ton. We've showed you some. We have a lot more. Simply text the word fresh to 46642 to take advantage of all the inventory we have in stock.
The Geo Pro, Nelly. I can't believe that there's a 20-foot toy hauler. I didn't know that they existed at all.
I didn't know they did either until today, so we're both learning.
I loved it, though. The fact that they were able to pack in so much in such a tiny space. And that counter space, I know we talk about counter space all the time and how important that real estate is.
Especially for you, Miss Cook. Especially when we're camping next to each other. I'm like, Tiffany's got dinner tonight. We are good.
I'm glad that we were able to camp together and that I was able to make you guys dinner. I know it wasn't my best, but, you know,
the very best.
We're going to keep continuing doing, and I'm going to impress you even more.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Hey, folks, if this Geo Pro is something that you're interested in or you're looking for a different model, make sure to text RV to 46642. We'll have a specialist waiting for you to answer any of your questions. Nelly, I know we have something big coming up.
We do. We have our ultimate giveaway right now, $250 for a merch gift card.
$250. I know we're always walking around after each Camping World that we arrive to. Even though we have everything, we're like, oh, okay.
We need this, upgrade this.
Pants. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, they have so much they could buy.
Who's the winner? You got to tell me.
All right, the winner for this is Jimmy Weeks.
Jimmy Weeks!
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That is so big. If you want to take us shopping, we're ready to go with
we'll
you.
Do it.
But
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
In order to be eligible to win these gifts, you guys, all you have to do is register with Ultimate RV Show, and all you can do is just text URVS to 46642, and you will be registered.
And we have Ian coming up with the Heartland Torque. We're so excited to see it. Ian, take it away.
With a 13-foot garage, beautiful living space, including a very unique dinette and theater seating layout, plus a private bedroom up front. Coming in at 38 foot and 9 inches long. Folks, this is the 2021 Heartland Torque T333. And this is a really cool floor plan. It's very unique, right? In the fact, especially when we get in that living space, you'll see just kind of how it is laid out. But right back here, and I like to, when I do toy haulers, I like to start in the garage, right? Because this is kind of generally why you get it. You get it for this extra space, the big garage space. And it's not just necessarily for toys. If you have a big family and you want lots of places to sleep, this is an excellent option. These two right here can lay flat. That creates a queen bed. You have the Happy Jack system up top, or this whole thing's a Happy Jack system, but you have another queen bed right up top. So you have 2 queen beds back here, meaning that you can comfortably sleep 4 people. If you want an office while you're traveling, you have a ton of space to set up an office back here. Or if you are using it for toys, maybe you have an ATV, a UTV, snowmobiles, motorcycles, a golf cart you want to take with you. All of those are great options for this space. And being 13 foot, you can fit a lot of like those side-by-side UTVs that everyone really loves. Chances are you'll be able to fit one in here. Now, as far as the space itself, you will see on that back ramp, this one does come with a party deck. That's what we have there. You can also see this screen with a zipper in the center. So when the party deck is out, you can zip and unzip it so you can head in and out super easily. You will also see right down below, now I have this strapped in, but this one does come with the carpet. So again, if you want to make it a little more residential, you can roll that carpet out, have the carpeted space back here. It comes with the table to put in between the sofas. So you have, more usable living space. So you can use this entire thing. You're not closed off. That's one of the big things when it comes to toy haulers. A lot of people feel like, oh, well, I lose so much. That's not necessarily the case. This is all great usable space. You also have windows on both sides, including another one here, and of course a secondary entrance. Now, if you want to hop up on the ramp, on the party deck you can, but it's a heck of a lot easier to get in and out using this door right here. Of course, tie downs all the way around. You can see those. You have several. I think there's a total of 9 in here, I believe. And so, and it's pretty simple to use, right? Nice big heavy duty D-rings. If you want TV back here, you have a spot for that too. Boom, that's where you'll mount it, plug it in, good to go. Storage all across the top, and you have 2 magic doors. One will lead into the gorgeous kitchen and living room, and the other one is a place to wash off and use the bathroom. So here we go. I'll take a seat right here. It is a little tight, right? In all honesty, as far as the bathroom space, you can put your arm up here. If you're here, it's a little a little tight for me, but you have plenty of room there. Good to go. Lots of leg room, so no issues. Sink over to the side. It is a kind of a little bit wider sink, which I like. Mirrored medicine cabinet up top, and over to the side is the shower. And of course, because we're in a toy hauler, you have a ton of headspace. That's another thing that people generally don't think about, right? They think toy hauler, well, I don't have any toys. Why would I want one? Well, maybe you're a family of really tall people. You get huge ceiling heights in a toy hauler, and you have a lot of sleeping back here, and you have a garage where you can bring your bikes, your firewood, whatever else you want. All of that can fit right here in the garage. You have more storage space to bring goodies with you than basically anything else. And when you step up and through, you get into the kitchen, you'll see the fridge freezer right there, some storage up top. This whole thing right here slides out, which is what really gives you a lot of this space. And if you're thinking, well, I've seen so many toy haulers, but they're just super masculine. That's kind of a thing of the past, right? A lot of manufacturers have started to realize that it's not just a dude's hangout when it comes to toy haulers. If you have toys, you want this area to still feel like home. So they give you the gorgeous, solid surface countertops here. You're not missing out. Just because you have a toy hauler doesn't mean, you want less in the kitchen. You still want it to look nice. You still want it to be functional. You still want prep space to cook food. Maybe you're going to have a bunch of people hang out. You have to be able to feed them, give them snacks. You have the cutting board right here for your sink top cover. Flip it over, boom. There you go. If you want a charcuterie board, I'm a big fan of charcuteries. You want to know why? I grew up on Lunchables. It's basically a mini charcuterie board. So you can serve this to friends right here. You got the undermount sink, high-rise faucet there, kind of the oil rub bronze, a little bit more modern, but I like the oil rub because it kind of blends in with the pulls they used for all of your storage. Plenty of storage here underneath too. They did a great job. And then as we take a look over across the way, this is really cool. This is another one of my favorite parts here is the dinette itself, the table space. So, I showed you in the back, we have the 2 rollover sofas. You can easily sit 4 people there. You can sit another 2 to 3. I could fit 2 more people on here, no problem, on either side of this. So a couple bar stools, got 3 bar stools on that side, 3 on this side. We're sitting here, we're playing games, hanging out. Need to charge a cell phone, you can do that. Big TV right up top, folks. I know watching TV, is that what we go camping for? Not necessarily, but do I like it from time to time, especially when it's raining? Absolutely. And I want to watch it comfortably, which is why I have these. So I can sit, kick back, relax, put my feet up, have a great view to that TV. I'm good to go. I can have people at the dinette, can have people over here in the sofa. You want to talk about not just beauty, but entertainment. This one has so much seating in it. And it's not all in the garage, right? You have a lot of it in the living space. And you've seen so many toy haulers, the whole wall is theater seats. And for some people, that's great. For others, you want a little more functionality. And for me, that's kind of what this one brings, right? It's an excellent spot. Everyone's comfortable. Everyone gets to sit down, hang out, have that conversation. This jackknife sofa does fold down if you need a little bit of extra sleeping area. Take a look at this. They got rid of carpeting, right? You went with a fiber instead. So that way, it's a little bit easier to clean up, I certainly love that. It'll make your unit look a lot nicer for longer. Storage all across the top. The center, they went glass instead of the wood look, a little bit different here. And then, more storage across the top here with your sound system. That's one of the big things about having your toy haulers as well, is they generally have better sound systems. Right, here you go, look at that. Big old subwoofer right there, right? Just pounding out some music. Coming into the master bedroom, you have some space up here. And one of the big things I want to point out, one of the things about toy haulers, take a look right up there. That is your Cummins Onan generator, right? That's not the generator. That's where you start and stop it, turn it off, your control for it. But that's one of the things I get asked a lot is, can I get a generator in this RV? In most travel trailers, the answer is no. In toy haulers, most of the time, not most of the time, a lot of the time, the answer is yes. It does depend on the toy hauler. So if that's something you want, if you want a travel trailer with a generator, a toy hauler may be a great option. Now, how do you know which ones have it and which don't? Well, you can, look it up online. You can use some of our online tools. You can do things like you're doing right now, watch this show, or if you want to make it really easy and cut to the chase, you can give us a call at 877-297-8725 or text the word fresh to 46642, and you'll be able to have instant access to us here at Camping World to help you go through over 100,000 pieces of inventory that we have on the lot and coming in, and help narrow it down to find out which one's right for you, show you which ones have generator. Maybe you want one with washer dryer, right? That's out there. It's an option. Maybe you want a king bed like this one right here. We know which ones have it. We'll help you narrow it down, and again, find the perfect RV for you. Now, it's beautiful inside, right? But hey, this one has an outside too, and that's a big part of a toy hauler. So as we step outside here, let's make our way right up front. So we'll notice a couple different things. Let's open this up. So actually, before I open it, let me tell you, this one has key alike, right? And why is that a big deal? So when you're talking about RVs, especially with toy haulers, a lot of times you're taking them to places where it might be a little more remote, right? And security starts to become a little bit more of an issue. Most RVs out there use what they call a 751 key on your storage, which means if you buy an RV and someone else buys an RV, you both have the same key to open your storage bays. And that concerns a lot of people, and for fair reason. So a lot of manufacturers have gone to the key alike system, which is a unique key only for this RV, very specific to it, so that whatever is in here is going to be safe. You'll also see you have a covered hinge, so you don't have a bunch of rust coming down your door. The magnetic latch sticks up just like that. If you take a look inside, it's good storage space right up there, right? Come around to the front for me here. 3/4 front cap, LED lights running up. You have some propane tanks, right? Nice big propane tanks, which is important when you're gonna be out camping for a longer period of time. Propane quick connect right here. Got an extra rock. That's kind of pretty. So we have that. If for whatever reason there's this breaks down, right? There's a manual override. You can pop this guy right off, use your drill bit and be able to operate this tongue, move it up and down, make sure you're not stuck out at your campsite in the middle of your woods or wherever else you may be. Coming around the other side with me a second here, let's take a look, because what do we have? For the record, in case you're wondering, this is not a storage compartment. Why? Because it's generator prep, right? You want generator, this is where it goes. Now, you can order it straight from the manufacturer with the generator. That is something that we can do. So if you want that, not a problem. Otherwise, you can do prep like this. You can see, and there's a lot to prep, right? Even with this, there still has to be some work done, but you can see that you have the barrier in there. You can see you have the wiring. Everything is kind of set up and ready to go. You have solar prep right down here. So that if you need the solar, that you can just buy a portable panel, plug it in right there, you're good to go. And again, that will help power you when you are out and about. Here's the great thing about this torque, folks, the T333. If you're really liking this one, you can pick this one up starting at $50,435, which is $12.08 a day. For something like this, that is a phenomenal price. Highly, highly recommend it. You have this big, huge slide. Come on back. Let me show you something else, right? So there's a couple things when it comes to toy haulers. We saw the Gen Prep up front. That's one of them, right? It gives you that ability to just have power anywhere. Another big thing about toy haulers is right back here, and that is your fuel pump station. So you have a gas tank in here. And a lot of times, depending on the toy hauler, some of them will have a separate tank for fuel station and a separate one for generators. Some of them will use one tank combined. But what this does is if you have toys, you're able to fill them up. There's a nozzle hiding right in here. You can fill up, your UTVs, your quads, whatever it may be. Even if it's a golf cart you have in there and you're just cruising around with the kiddos, you're able to fill it up super simple and easily. And if this isn't the right one for you folks, maybe you're looking for something a little bit more. Maybe you want a fifth wheel toy hauler. Maybe you want, just an entry level. You don't need the fuel station. You don't need the generator. You just want to be able to get something big from point A to point B. We have those too. All you have to do is text FRESH to 46642, and we'll be able to help you out, find you the perfect one, the layout that's going to work for you with the budget, because we have toy haulers, we have RVs that fit every budget, every lifestyle, starting from just a few dollars a day up into, some $1 million Class A motorhomes. Folks, we got them. All you got to do is give us a call, give us a text, or drop that keyword in the comments section below.
Introducing RV123 by Camping World, the only way to buy and take delivery of your new RV, all from the comfort of your couch or camp chair. To buy your new RV the easy way, just follow these simple steps. Step 1, shop till you drop. Find your perfect RV online at campingworld.com and schedule a live virtual walkthrough with one of our RV specialists. Step 2, make it mine. Discuss financing options over the phone with a Camping World finance expert. All paperwork handled via mail. Prepaid envelopes are provided. Step 3, let's go camping. Take delivery of your new RV at your home or campsite. Our certified delivery specialist will provide the same high-quality walkthrough that you would receive at a Camping World dealership. There's a whole new way to buy an RV. Get your RV the easy way with RV 123 by Camping World. With the Camping World Best Price Guarantee, we'll beat any competitor price by $500 guaranteed, or write you a check for $1,000.
I will never lose a deal over price, ever, and I guarantee it.
Learn more today at campingworld.com.